Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. This is Gnarlo here. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlo. Good boy. When we last left off, we had had a horrible day. We had been down over yonder with the map of Theodred's plan to take the battle to Saruman. That did not turn out so well. It was, to put it in the words of NASA, a bad day, as we lost Theodred and a large part of his personal sortie and quite a few Rohirrim there. So we have come back to camp. We are now going to talk to Grimbold here and see what the next mission along the epic line is. We are in Book 6, Chapter 1, starting a new book now that we've closed the book on Theodred. Troubled Dreams.
It has been a long day, and we could all use a rest.
It has been a long day, Gnarlo, and we could all use a rest. We have held the ford, but we have lost Prince Theodred, and that weighs heavily upon my mind. I fear the doom of Rohan is near. My men are tired, weary in body and mind, and we cannot stop it. Go south of here to the milestone located in this camp. You will find a bedroll you can use there. Take your rest while you can. You may not have another opportunity for a while, and we will need you to be ready. So find a bedroll in Grimbold's camp and get some rest. We can do that. It is said that it is down this way, next to the milestone. I would imagine over here, next to the... Yep, next to the Provisioners and Forge Master and all that was that very short while ago. Let us take... Oh, Lord. I'm going to take this one. It's about the furthest one away from anybody that's going to make noise. So let's go ahead and take it. Ooh, solo quest. The bedroll is uncomfortable, and you can feel every jutting stone of the hard ground through it. Even so, you are so exhausted by the events of the day that you fall into a troubled sleep. Solo quest again, people. Here we go.
You should get what rest you can, my friend, and try not to dwell upon the horrors of the battle. Perhaps things will seem less grim by the light of day.
Well, they seem pretty darn grim by the dark of night, that's for sure. Looking around the camp and seeing all the dead Rohirrim and all about. And banners of the White Hand. Yep, we are definitely in a very bad dream. You are held in the grip of a dream. Search the camp for survivors. Okay, let's see if there's any other information there. Your mind is disturbed by troubling dreams. No living person seems to be left in Grimbold's camp. Well, let's keep looking around. Yep. Nothing moves within Grimbold's camp. Guess we can get up to the part with Grimbold there, can we? Yep, it is a mess. Wow, look at all the dead Rohirrim. So is the horns of somebody blowing? Is that where they had the... I was trying to find the ranger. Remember, that was another thing I wanted to see, is that they had a ranger tied up along here. We'll have to check it when we're back in the real world and out of the dream world. Remember, they had a ranger. I wondered if that ranger, did we lose because they were holding that ranger because he had given aid or information to Saruman with torture or something? I wonder what that was all about. We'll have to check and see. Let us talk to Theodred, sure. You know Theodred did not die at this place, but the sight of the fallen prince still fills you with regret and with worry for the future of his kingdom. The dream holds you in its grip and refuses to let go. Stay on your guard. Candaith says, I think you might be asleep, Gnarlo. Candaith the ranger stands before you, an eyebrow raised in amusement. Candaith looks around at the corpse-strewn camp. Your journey must have been an arduous one, Gnarlo, if this is the tapestry of your dreaming. May you find restful sleep at the end of your road, my friend, for I fear you will have little of that for a while. Walk with me a ways, Gnarlo. There are some things we need to discuss. Death is all around you. I felt it on the Forsaken Road, and I feel it here. Well, you can see it here. But you must not abandon hope, Gnarlo. Even the darkest night is followed by the dawn. All of us have left someone behind. That is why we brave the darkness. We fight so they may see the dawn. Do not lose sight of who you are, my friend, and do not despair. I would give my life 1,000 times to be even the smallest help to Aragorn, my chieftain. That is what it means to be one of the Dunedain. It is no different for these men of Rohan, or for their prince. They strove to protect their people, and would do so again if given the opportunity. Weep for the need of it, but do not mourn their choice. I know they must be content. Someone comes. Let us meet him at the gate, and keep him from further disturbing your rest. Hurry, this way. He is close. He is your own foe to face, Gnarlo. I will not be able to help you stand against him, and you will be on your own. Oh, great. Someone took their lessons in, took their cue in giving lessons from Yoda. At least we don't have a tree that we have to crawl inside. Let the knowledge that you have already proven the stronger lighten your heart and bring you courage. Alright, who is this gonna be? Mordrith? Morflack? Morflack. Yes, indeed. Gnarlo! You're a little bit bigger. My hatred lives on. Steady, Gnarlo. His weapon is fear. Do not be afraid. A little bit taller than I remembered you being.
You cannot hope to defeat me.
Morflack, I've taken bigger dumps than you, okay? You don't know what some of those hobbit breakfasts are like. Rohirrim, horse 4. There we go. That was a rough dream. And it's still not over. Now entering Tirn Fornek. Yeah, we remember that. There's the Numenos across the river there. We haven't been there in a long time. Your dreaming mind roams far afield, Gnarlo. Asleep, you are much like a ranger. I hope you do not mind my saying so. Candace chuckles, but the pleasant familiarity of the sound rings hollowly in the still air of the dream and is soon gone. Our friends have their own road now, Gnarlo. May they reach Aragorn in time to be of use to him. It is my hope the most dangerous leg of their journey is behind them, but I fear it is not so. How much hardship will our friends face before the end? So much has already been lost. He lost a daughter, and he almost lost himself. Goladir stands before you, tall and proud, but his eyes burn with fire and his lip is twisted in a sneer. I will not rest until he dies. Mordorith! No, that is not right. Lubrennen, you must die. This way, Gnarlo. Goladir has passed beyond your help. Other of our friends dwell in your thoughts, Gnarlo. Lothrindir stands before you, struggling against his bonds, but his eyes show no sign of despair. Defiance shines from those wells of blue, and his mouth is a resolute line. Lothrindir resists. That is all he knows, and he will never submit to his captors. I fear he does not know any better. The only one who can save Lothrindir now is Lothrindir. Calenglad? Calenglad stares out at the lake, his eyes glassy. He takes no notice of you. Gwyndath. Gwyndath, are you there? I should not have left you, Gwyndath. But your duty. It was a mistake. I am not strong enough for this duty. Candaith, Bregair, so many of my friends. I failed them, but I will not fail you, my love. No, I forbid it. Stop. Calenglad. That must have been some mean tacos we ate. Now, Lothlorien. Okay. I think that's what it is. This looks like the Golden Wood. Your thoughts turn to your friends, but remember you are held in the grip of your dreams. Nothing you have seen here is real, Gnarlo. I'm sure our friends will be fine. Candaith does not sound as certain as you might wish, and you cannot help but wonder if that is proof of your own worrying doubt or something more. What is this place, Gnarlo? That river could be the Anduin, but have you ever seen this place? I wonder what it is called to your memory. Someone else is here, Gnarlo. The time has come for me to leave you again. Good night, my friend. Oh. Alright, we got the whole fellowship here, don't we? Where the heck are we? There are 8 of the 9 here. We know where Gandalf is, don't we? Let's speak to Sam. What is it, Mr. Frodo? You do not look well, and have not since we came back to the shore. That shape won't be coming back, I'll wager. Legolas saw to that with his arrows, he did, and it is a good thing it was, too. You clutched your shoulder when it appeared, and looked to be in a great deal of pain. Are you sure you're feeling all right? Ah, that's where Legolas, there on the banks of the Anduin, that's where Legolas shot down the, remember the Black Rider who was on the Fell Beast. I am worried about you, Mr. Frodo. I am fine, Sam. I felt a chill in my heart, and the pain in my shoulder reminded me of... well, it is gone now. Nothing more than a passing memory. I think we will be fine for a while. The orcs that attacked from the other shore were dismayed by the fall of whatever that shadow may have been. And yet, every paddle stroke on the river brings us further south. As it does, my heart sinks southward still. Tonight the bow of Legolas saved us, but for how long will our fortune hold? I'm sorry, Sam. I do not want you to worry. I will be fine, Sam. Whatever that creature was, it is gone now. How are you feeling, Pip? When that winged shadow came out from behind that cloud, I thought we were done for. I was wrong, though. Thank goodness for the quick wits and quicker bowstrings of elves. I do not want to think too much about that dark shape, at least, not tonight. Maybe the memory will be less frightening in the daylight tomorrow. Gimli says that shape we saw in the sky was a Balrog. You don't think it was, do you, Mary? I didn't get a good look at it, but that's what Gimli said. A Balrog, he said. You don't think it was, do you? there boats? Where are their boats at? It's just logs here. They should be boats tied up on this shore. Oh well. Let's continue. Let's talk to Gimli and his imaginary Balrog.
It was a good shot, Legolas, I will give you that. But up close, nothing can beat an axe in the hand of one of Durin's folk. If that winged shadow had come just a hair lower, I would have proven it, and you would have saved an arrow. Your gift has proved useful, I grant that. But when I can make use of the Lady Galadriel's gift to me, you will see a thing of wonder and beauty.
Our journey leads us from danger into greater danger, to have lost Gandalf, to be pursued by orcs from behind, and to pedal into them ahead. What awaits us further down the river? And Gollum is still behind us. If he were not so cunning, perhaps I could catch him with an arrow. But it seems he has learned something about staying alive. So we're not going to talk to Boromir, huh? In your hands, the bow of Galadriel is deadly indeed, Legolas. The entire company is in your debt. Did you mark how the shadows fall dismayed the orcs on the far shore? I feel they will not attack us again tonight. My guess is that our clever waterman set them on us. We have evaded his tricks thus far. May our fortune hold. So we are going to talk to Boromir over here. Boromir stands apart from the rest of the group, staring across the water to the far bank. But every now and then his eyes drift in the direction of the hobbits. Aragorn, I will take the first watch. The little ones need their rest. They have been through much tonight. No, Boromir, we cannot stop tonight. It is too dangerous to stay here. The orcs have retreated for now, but we are still being watched. Your friends are gone, but something else has come.
See? They were here. Yes, precious. Sneaking and creeping, precious. Floating and hiding. No splishing and splashing. Like the fish's Gollum. Gollum.
The creature Gollum stares past you with its eyes like lamps, but even the grip of the dream you feel a chill at the thought you might be seen.
Are you a nice fishy? Tasty? We need to keep up our strength, Gollum. Gollum. We can't take the precious if our hands are too weak to wrap and squeeze. We needs our strength. Tasty fishy. Eat. And then we follows the precious Gollum. Gollum.
Now entering the Rushgore. Wow, that is a sword. Examine the enormous sword that raises from the swamp before you. Alright, let's see here. That is quite the sword. It's got a horse on it. It's that Theoden sword, perhaps. See the horse on the hilt there? On the crossbrace. The sword seems familiar to you, that there's something otherworldly about it. As you touch the sword, vivid color returns to the world. You are all alone. Candaith is gone. Your friends are gone. You hear someone stumbling through the reeds. It's Nona. Gnarlo, where are you? I cannot see you. Gnarlo, where are you? Who is that? What is that? Something is coming. The darkness is all around you. Gnarlo, where are you? It flies with wing speed to endanger our secret purpose. Gnarlo, you must come to Lothlorien. Come to Lothlorien and bring the ghost. So cold. As you stare at Nona's lifeless body lying among the mist and the reeds, you feel the waking world beginning to rip away the veil of sleep from your eyes. Whoops. The wrong one.
The veil of sleep passes from your eyes, but the memory of what you have seen remains. The meaning of these troubled dreams, however, remains hidden to you.
Whew. That was some rough napping there. Let us go up and tell Grimbold about the strange dream that we've had. And it looks like we're being summoned back to Lothlorien. If I remember right, at this point, like we really can't go any further over this way. You know, at this point we have to, let's zoom out. At this point, we have to leave the Nan Kuranir and Dunland and all behind and go all the way back up here. Cross across to Rohavian, and then at that point, we're going to start the chapter, The Great River, where we start traveling down this side of the Misty Mountains. It would be real easy to just cross through here. Wish we could, but nope. We got to go back up here, get our quest from Galadriel, and then follow the Fellowship down this way and see what we can make of them. I think that's where we're headed now. It looks like we have probably going to be bidding our farewells to Grimbold here.
You had a bad dream. Such things are to be expected after a battle.
What? You had a bad dream? Such things are to be expected after a battle. Grimbold's expression becomes darker and more concerned as you tell him what you remember of the troubling dream. Ah, this is not merely a bad dream, Gnarlo. This is elf magic of the worst sort. You have dallied with strange peoples and mysterious forces, and are now caught in their net. If you were not so valuable in a fight, I would command you to leave and never return. You could not leave my sight quickly enough.
This dream of yours is an omen of dangerous times ahead.
Chapter 2, The Ghost in the Gap. And wow, it's a dark blue. Hey, we're starting to catch up with our level here. I will not force you to leave, my friend. You have been too valuable an ally. But heed this warning. Elf magic or not, this dream of yours is an omen of dangerous times ahead. It must steer your steps, but whether it steers them to good or ill, I cannot say. This I know, however. It is not your fate to stand with us again. Can you understand any of what you saw within the fog of sleep? You tell Grimbold that you do know of someone to whom the dream seemed to refer, the girl Nona, who called herself Wadu's ghost for a time, and swore vengeance on Dunlendings in the pay of Saruman. You must begin by finding this girl, then. If she sought to slay Dunlending, she is certain to be somewhere within the Gap of Rohan. They gather in Wolf's Cleft, and the Gap teems with them. Go to Wilfred at Forthbrawn to the west, and see if he has seen any sign of this girl. That we shall do. And your other's just scouting, right? Yep, scouting the way. All right, folks, there you go. We have had a most disturbing dream there. So we will call that an episode. Hopefully we will get one up again shortly, but as I've said before, I can't ever hold myself to that because there is always things that seem to get in the way. So we will see you next time. Thank you all for coming along. I hope you've enjoyed it. Been quite the interesting little peek into the mind of Gnarlo there, and the events that have happened to him, and the events that may happen further along the road. We will talk to you again next time. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming.